The arts have a profound ability to reach everyone, but especially people struggling to get through difficult times. As a caring society, we must all see to it that every American is able to enjoy the basic necessities of life: healthcare, housing, food, and education. But a compassionate society is also concerned with promoting the quality of life. When young people at risk are given the opportunity to express themselves creatively, our entire society comes out ahead. We see a decline in dropout rates as a result, and a lower risk of drug and alcohol abuse. As you will see in this video, arts programs like Living Stage provide that opportunity to young people, and as a result, play a vital role in strengthening our community and our country. That's why I'm proud to commend the work of Living Stage, and why I am very pleased to support this dedicated group of artists who are making a real difference in the lives of young people and adults each day.
Living Stage is a fun place to go. You get to play games and talk about what you feel.
You cannot be wrong when you create.
We feel like somebody special, and we meet a whole lot of special people.
Living Stage is an improvisational theater company. It's a place to dream.
I feel inside that I could do anything.
Some of the kids that act like they hard all the time. Yeah, I'm bad. They get up here, they acting and playing and singing and dancing. I want to create a poem, I want to do this, I want to finish up the play. I'm like, what? Is this the kid I know?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you here. Everyone who comes to Living Stage is an artist.
Living Stage was created in 1966 by Bob Alexander as the improvisational community theater of Arena Stage.
He started the first company to bring together a group of artists who were performers, writers, dancers, actors, teachers, who wanted to take on the challenge of taking theater to the schools, the housing projects, the community centers, the churches, anywhere where there was an unserved population who didn't have an outlet for their imagination, for their creativity, and for what we came to know as their genius.
Living Stage was born out of a need to meet the audience where they are.
And we say, there's life there, there's beauty there, there's power there, there's intelligence there, and it's my job to find it, connect with it, and to allow it to have its expression.
I can become whatever I want to be. The sun and me are two of a kind, with my heart, my imagination, and my pride together.
The group of kids that I've been assigned are the children in the school that are really not doing well.
From the moment they come through the door, they are transformed, I believe, into something that they never expected to be.
Here comes your turn. Together, we shine, shine, shine.
They've been referred for having short attention spans, for not being able to absorb concepts. They have very poor reading scores. They won't interact with people. They won't look at you when you talk to them. I just didn't see any of that today.
Carlos.
What?
I asked you to clean up the house when you get home from school.
The improvised scene almost invariably has a central character who is the same age as the audience.
We're showing an experience that in some way has happened, to everyone. Everyone wants love, everyone wants to be heard, everyone wants to matter.
I have to work another shift.
We take the scene and that character to a moment where a decision needs to be made for the outcome of the story.
I want you to stay.
Don't start. Don't start with me. Don't make me
And at that point, we ask the audience for endings.
What would you like to have happen?
If you can make up your own story, right?
Yes.
Didn't you sometimes color with you?
She would have time to color with me. You all have very good imagination.
If somebody give you a part of a story, then you can make up the rest of it. That's opening up your world, you know.
My mama is in love.
It makes you very strong and kind of fearless. And I know from experience that they're going to take this back to school with them, and they're going to use it, and they're going to refer back to it.
My mama is in love with me.
Keep breathing.
Through the living stage process, I think teachers learn to understand how they themselves learn, how they express knowledge, how they tackle a challenge, something that's scary, something that's new.
It's probably one of the most powerful experiences I've had as a teacher.
Just trusting your first impulse.
We were all new at the exercises and the sort of discovery process of ourselves as artists. We all were creative together and were sharing from where we come from our cultures. We crossed those lines back and forth, and it really made those things not as important.
The body of the workshop is to share with an audience what some of the basic building block skills are of the theater worker and attuning them to the fact that the body is an instrument of expression. That door open, it's very, very easy to go into character building.
Who are they? Where are they? Make it up.
This is like a laboratory for life.
She says, hi.
We get to play people that are not ourselves, and we get to pretend to do things that we may not have done before, and we get to try it out.
Oh, did you see? I sent you all the postcards from you.
They come to realize what it is to play someone who is not them, and the freedom that that gives them to make choices that they might not make in their lives, and then see those choices played out.
What about your future, son?
I still have a future.
No, you don't have it. Having a baby and...
You're not going to be judged here. You can't be wrong when you speak out of your heart, your mind, when you create something.
Thank you, Mom. Please. Please. Please do it for me.
I cannot accept.
But Mom, don't reject me. When you do the first thing that comes to your mind, you're expressing what you are, what you really are.
We act like for real things, like problems that happen in real life. So that's the world in which we are living. And it is good to show other people what is happening and give some solutions to the problems.
Don't do it. I love you. You don't love me.
And relax. Very nice. Very nice. Come back to the lines. Very good. Very good. Good. Yes.
You almost broke her down, too. She almost gave in.
Frequently, people develop a kind of a tunnel vision in terms of the limited choices they see for themselves. All of these processes open up the range of choices.
I would hope that we have opened a door, a window to people's individual and personal power, that they have control over their lives and they can create and do anything.
It made me think that before you do something, you really have to think about it, because if that was real life and it ended the way that it ended, then it wouldn't have been no turning back. You'd be a stronger man.
It's fun to see how problems look through a grown-up eyes or something. It gives me a chance to show leadership, practice leadership.
Every child can learn. Every child has something to offer.
Say I love you. Say I love you.
With Living Stage, many times there may be things within the child that come out because they've had the exposure or the opportunities to use their imagination or their creativity.
I don't just want to be a nobody or just wind up just in jail or somewhere that I don't want to be. I want to be doing something that I like.
It isn't as simple as simply stopping someone from being on drugs or keeping a pregnancy from taking place. It's much deeper than that. It's about the quality of life.
Once I came to Living Stage, just opened up a whole new world for me. I create more. You know, I write poetry. That's a form of expression, and it helps.
Why walk when you can fly? Everyone can touch the sky.
Robert Alexander's dream in creating this theater was that eventually there would be a living stage on every block of every city in America.
We really wish all of the children would have an opportunity to come here and be a part of this.
All of us have to ask, how do we live together? And dissolve some of the borders that divide us. Art transcends every border that exists amongst humanity. Living Stage can bring all of these people together as equals and dream the future.
As a nation.